Okay, tonight we prepare a saltimbocca. And normally we prepare saltimbocca with a veal saltimbocca, a traditional in Italy, traditional in this country. But tonight we prepare a pork saltimbocca. So what we're doing, we show you how more or less to buy a nice little pork loin. You don't have to buy the big one, buy the little one. And once you trim a little bit, you kind of butterfly. See, what you're doing, just open up a little bit, and they have a nice little medallion coming. When you get to the big part, only thing you have to do is to cut it straight through, and after we pound it with a nice little hammer, this here is gonna be nice and bigger, enough to make a nice dinner. Okay, now is the time to tenderize. We pound the pork. We're not gonna hurt it. Okay, we just want to pound it. If you hear screaming, that's the pig. So that's the pork we pound. Now, okay, now after this here, we gonna flour all that, and we're gonna cook it. We make a saltimbocca. And now we have a medallion already sliced and cut. Then we place in the flour. We like to dust it, okay? And at this point too, we place in a fry pan with a little bit of oil, approximately less than a quarter of a cup, or more or less than a quarter of a cup. We are putting some black pepper in top of that very nicely. You know, give it a good portion. You want to taste the black pepper, tastes good, okay? And at this point too, we put a little bit of fresh parsley. Now we have to turn it the other side. Only take a total to do this here, like 4 minutes and less. It's not take too long at all. What we're doing to flip it the opposite side. Once you flip it the opposite side, basically the pork is done. Okay, now we use a prosciutto. The prosciutto is an imported cured ham, and what we do, we cut a little piece according the size pork, and what we're doing too, we place on top of the pork. You know, we try to cover everything too. We cut the mozzarella and the sage. So what we're doing too, we put a little bit sage on top of the prosciutto, a little leaf, it don't have to be very, very big. And then what we do is we put a little piece of mozzarella, it's fresh buffalo mozzarella. The way, because we make a big patty, so we can put it in the oven, we make the sauce separate in our fry pan when we cook the pork. Now we're gonna put this here inside the oven for approximately 5 to 6 minutes, 375 degrees. So that way we melt the cheese in top properly. And we can put the sauce. And now we're going to prepare the sauce for the saltimbocca. Jump in the mouth. What saltimbocca means, jump in the mouth, is traditional for Rome, Italy. Because we make so much saltimbocca, we cannot fit in a fry pan, so we have to separate it in a sheet pan, and we put in the oven to melt the cheese. But the sauce is going to be doing top of the stove. I put a little parsley here, and then I'm ready with the wine. So I'm going to put a more or less a pretty good cup of wine in there. And what I do it too, by melting the butter and make it nice and thick, because it has the oil from the pork. We cook it for the saltimbocca, see it? And make it nice and thicker very quickly. So there would be a sauce we can put in top a saltimbocca when they come out from the oven. Okay, now that's the saltimbocca. Because we
quiet on the set.
Because we
Quiet on the set.
Extra people, we
Wait, no, start on. Go ahead.
We just put the sauce after, because we make it quite a lot of saltimbocca. So normally we do it all in a fry pan, but this time we just finish them up like that, and that's it. Be done to is finished.